guys, welcome again, a new live stream. Let's talk about Bitcoin. And so first of all, I'm gonna start with one day chart because remember when Bitcoin was here, right? 1 week ago, yes, I said, this is gonna be to the downside, right? To the downside, MA55 to keep falling, and that was a prediction in one day chart and the next 10 days, right? Something like that. So this I was saying this around September 20, after 5 days, 6 days, around there. Now, where is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin, well, as you can see here, my technical analysis is not perfect, but sometimes, well, actually is quite is decent. Okay, so the thing here is right now I was in short position around $27,000 around there, and I closed my position today because this was my target. Okay, now that means, well, Bitcoin will to go to the moon? No, of course not. Actually, no. You see a bounce here is gonna be a sell signal. It's gonna be a sell opportunity. I will keep shorting Bitcoin for maybe for a while, I think. So right now in the 1 day chart we have something very bad for Bitcoin, and let me show you this. I said before in my shorts, remember in my short last week, sorry I didn't post more shorts because I got sick, but no, okay, now I'm gonna continue with no, I mean, this week is going to be normal. As you can see here, we have a sell signal right now here. So where probabilities are like this. So the target hit, yes, because this is the volume, right? Yes, if Bitcoin breaks this area, we will see around 24K, even lower, I think. We will see maybe from here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see around 20K actually from here. So from here, the speculation is technical analysis sideways and continuation to the downside. Why? Because the sell signal is fresh. So all this week. So if you are bullish here, you wanna see Bitcoin holding this area all this week, right? All this week, and waiting for maybe next week. I mean, the first week of October, firing a buy signal here, and after that to the moon you want, right? But right now is just to the downside. Shorting right now, I'm shorting now. I close my position, I took some profits, and that's it. Okay. So now let's continue because we have a monthly candle here. Terrible news for all the bulls out there because this is gonna be terrible for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing something very interesting here. It's the first time I see this chart for Bitcoin. It's the first time. There is no other. I don't have another sample here. Well, if I follow very strictly my rules here, this is a bull trap in progress, and technically speaking, Bitcoin will just keep dropping. Yeah, and the reason, if I follow the rules of my system on trading, right? Of course, I'm gonna follow. So Bitcoin is testing the third line here. I mean, with the close right now here, there is not enough time. Of course, it's monthly. I'm talking about maybe 3 months, a little bit more. Yeah, but overall, there is not enough time to see like the next bull market. So technically speaking, right now, Bitcoin is forming a major bull trap. I can tell you right now here, this is a major bull trap. Be careful here. I am not calling new lows, but yes, probabilities are higher right now. So you see for any reason Bitcoin closing below $25,000 this month in September, yes, next month, October, you will see around 20K November. Even lower actually. With this signal, is gonna be very nasty, very complicated for Bitcoin, because in the history of this chart, Bitcoin is the first time it's doing this. So let me show you here the weekly chart. Yeah, weekly chart, as you can see here, Bitcoin, the slope here for weekly chart, is terrible. As you can see here, is the slope is just, it's to the downside, right? There is no slope. As you can see here, it's gonna take maybe all this year, and you will see Bitcoin maybe potentially we make, breaking 25, the next level is 20K, below 20K. Honestly, for me, it's very hard to believe Bitcoin will just hold 17K again. So good news for investors, right? Because my investing channel will be active again, because this is the time, like, actually, investor, we need to start looking for maybe big buy opportunities in the market, because if I'm right with this below 20K, yeah, yes, makes sense to start buying. So Right now here in weekly chart is still to the downside. Let me show you here. It's very interesting here. Bitcoin never did this before. This is a new chart. This is very interesting. 2023 is very interesting here because technically speaking, we have the first fake signal of the bottom with Bitcoin in all the historical data here. Let me show you here because historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin broke the the OBB, all right, OBB broke this green line. This green line is the ME55 in volume. So every time when Bitcoin broke here, the bottom was already in, and after that we saw the bull market. We saw here the first signal was in 2015, second signal was in 2019, and now, well, Bitcoin broke the ME55 here in 2022 in December, right? Remember? So I said, we are at 16K. I am looking for maybe 27K or something like that, the next 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. And yeah, okay, I was right. But as you can see here, Bitcoin broke the ME55 and not just broke the ME55, close below there. This is very bad. As you can see here, we don't have Bitcoin is doing something very bad. The performance of this year, Bitcoin is actually doing terrible. So what I'm saying here, well, if we take the example of FIDE chart, because we have this, as you can see here, choppy market, Bitcoin broke here in FIDE chart here, as you can see here, and after that it's staying sideways. So what I'm trying to say, at least the next 6 months, maybe Q2 of 2024, Bitcoin will be in sideways and downside. Okay, maybe 2024 is not gonna be the year like, oh my god, the next bull market is coming. It's very hard to say it. It's very hard to say it. Why? Because this time I'm gonna show you more indicators. Okay, this time I'm gonna show you more indicators. Actually, they are very concerning. Let me show you. I'm gonna use traditional indicators, right? Stochastic. So let me stochastic RSI, and I'm gonna show you here the RSI. And now the chart I want to show you is the monthly here. The monthly here, this is very interesting here because of course I don't use a stochastic. I used the stochastic when I started my career many years ago. But the principle is the rules are very simple. As long as the stochastic is above here the 80 level, technically speaking, we should be in a bull market. Yeah, as long as the stochastic is about here, we are in a bull market. For big or any asset, actually, as you can see here, all this period Bitcoin was pumping, right? All this period here, Bitcoin was pumping here. But what happened right now? Let me show you here. We are gonna have a cross to the downside, yes, but there is no phase signal. Every time when we have this signal, I'm not saying stochastic is the most powerful indicator, of course not. You need to learn how to use it, right? But every time when we have this kind of crosses here in the monthly, we have a terrible resolution. So why not this one? Because the rule is should be above the 80 level, right? Around here. So sorry, my cat. So as you can see here, Bitcoin is breaking, potentially getting rejected in the next close technical. Actually, yes, and then this week we have to see Bitcoin at 28K or 30K. Period. So but if we don't see it, we will see this close below the 80 level, yes, and officially we will have this kind of crosses, right? To the downside. And if you see what happened here, let me show you here. Every time when we have this kind of crosses, after that, Bitcoin in average crash around 50%. Yeah, from this point and this point around, well, actually even worse. No, let me do it properly here. Yes, around 60%. And here, from this point, well, from 60K to all the way down to 17K. Now, we are going to have this, right? And again, so that's why careful here, because this is telling me, of course, stochastic is not my lead indicator. Of course, I don't use it. But when I see this kind of signals not just one indicator, not just my system, other indicators, they are telling you something like this. The market is going to be, well, we will continue shorting for a while, Bitcoin. That is the point. So the thing here now, let me show you here now the RSI. The RSI is actually very interesting here because in the monthly, technically speaking, Bitcoin got rejected by 50 level. Remember what I said about 50 level? You don't know the rules of my rules, right? For RSI, you can read my blog where I am talking about the RSI and how I was using this indicator. I don't use it anymore as a main indicator in my trading system. I have the way how many traders they use this indicator, at least for me, in my humble opinion, is wrong. But I respect it. You are making profits with this, totally fine. But the thing here is that if you follow the rules, um, with my rules for RSI, is very simple. Above 50 level, bull market. Below 50 level, bear market. So here, bull market. Here, bull market, as you can see, retest here, and after that, continuation. So you see here the periods with RSI. We have here, yes, crossing here. We have this one, and also we have this one. And that's it, right? So if we see what happened with the price, look at this. The price, it was very bullish. As you can see, 2015 all the way up to 20K. From here, from $4,000 to 14K. And here from around $7,000 to, well, 69K. Now, what happened? Bitcoin tested here, as you can see here, tested the 50 level, broke the 50 level, bounced from there, but got rejected. As you can see here, broke again the 50 level. Technically speaking, we are still in a bear market with in the monthly. So what is this telling me? Well, Bitcoin, there is a very, very, very high chance. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Okay, it's the first time in this year I really consider like a real possibility to see 14K. Yeah, yeah, I know. Maybe you don't like this, but you see Bitcoin at 14K or 10K, my friend, we are in a big problem. Okay, we don't want to see 10K and 14K. Okay, we don't want to see it, because if we see it, officially Bitcoin will be in a monthly bear market. Okay, you wanna see Bitcoin respecting this range between 20K and 25K, at least, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months more sideways here, consolidation, and from here to 1 million you want. But if you see Bitcoin breaking 20K, even worse, at 14K, technically speaking, Bitcoin will be in the first bear market in the history of this asset, something like this, right? Breaking here, and after that, the MI55 will be like this, buy cheap, right? And here, no thank you, it's not with me, continuation to zero, right? So that's the problem. I don't want to see that, because if we see that price around 10K at this point with the current price action, technically speaking, Bitcoin will be in a terrible bear market for first time in the history with monthly bear market. That's the problem. Okay, so we have to wait for the close, right? But well, this is I'm just showing the facts. You're investing in Bitcoin right now. Well, the first level, I remember what I said to you. If I have to use DCA, right? Because someone asked me about DCA, you don't want to get in trouble because like you are an investor, right? You don't have time to see this. Well, in the end of this live stream, I'm gonna show you again a very simple way to apply DCA. Not just $500 per week. No, that's stupid. So let me show you the next chart. I'm gonna talk about higher time frames because I'm very curious about this, because Bitcoin is printing a potential bull trap in the monthly. So I wanna see if I can find more evidence about this. Okay, so first of all here, as you can see here, in bi-monthly MI55 was tested, respected, and after that the bounce. Well, as you can see here, the MI55 in the bi-monthly is at $70,000. Okay, so the next close is in November. So if we see this close, this year, Bitcoin holding 17, 18, 20K, I can say everything should be fine. Bitcoin will just enter in sideways, and potentially consolidation from there, and continuation to the upside in the long term. But as I said before, I think if Bitcoin breaks this year 17K, 18K, Bitcoin will, the next level is, yes, around $9,000, $10,000 in the macro time frames. Now, I'm gonna show you, it's September, it's almost October. Well, over time, when the year is almost over, I like to show you, right, higher time frames, because I want to see what we can expect for Bitcoin in the long term. I mean, like very long term. So the 6-month chart, let me show you here. There are no indicators here because Bitcoin is too young to see this, as you can see here. But let me tell you something. This close here, when this red candle closed here, broke the previous low here of 2021, that is not bullish. Okay, that's not bullish actually. This is actually continuation to the downside in the long term. I'm talking about years. Of course, it will take years, not like, oh yeah, short right now and I will just be a millionaire, right, in 1 month. No, of course not. It will take years. The reason why I said this you open my channel, YouTube channel, in the main video is my prediction for this bear market, right? And I said 20k, 14k, and 10k. The first target hit around 20k. Yeah, good. The second target, pretty close, 15k, right? Almost. I can say almost hit. But if we are very strict with this, technically speaking, Bitcoin should drop more, around maybe $8,000, $9,000. But as I said before, I cannot say something like this, not yet, because first of all, I don't have indicators, just price action, right? So, but the only thing I can tell you right now in the monthly here is very simple. The rule is very simple, very, very, very simple. Any close below $25,000, game over for Bitcoin. And the next level is going to be 20K. Yeah, here is the volume. Here is the volume, 20K. And after that, if this level breaks, the area to really buy Bitcoin, really buy heavy, sorry, I'm not financial advisor, but really heavy, is this area between $11,000 to $8,000. This area. From here, of course, I'm expecting a major bounce. But if you are bullish, and you want to see Bitcoin at $90,000 or 100K, 100, 200, Bitcoin should just come here, staying sideways without breaking this MA55 in the monthly for maybe other 3, 4, 5 months. And after that, continuation to the moon, because the trend is your friend, right? But if Bitcoin breaks this area, we will see something like this. A nasty red candle in the monthly doing this. Yes. And after that, maybe this could be your Christmas. And after that, yes, a big bounce here. But here, no thank you, it's not with me, because this is just gonna be continuation to the downside. Okay, so just I'm applying my rules. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, but based on the probabilities, well, I love shorting. Bear markets are for me. I love bear markets because it's the opportunity to really understand the markets. Practice. You can make some profits in the bear markets, and bull market is so easy, seriously. You don't have any skill, you don't need any skill to make some profits in bull markets. Yeah, okay, so never mind. Let's continue, and now let's talk about the USDT. First of all, sorry. In short term, because maybe you want to trade, right? Yeah, me too. I want to trade. So here, first of all, here, no shorts in the short term, right? 4-hour chart, no shorts here, right? Around $26,000 and 25, 800, 700. No, thank you. No shorts here. No, thank you. No, thanks. No, actually, I'm looking for longs in the short term. I'm talking about the next 24, 48 hours maximum. No more. Okay, because this bounce, if we see this bounce, it's gonna be a sell and not another short opportunity. Okay, so let me show you why I am looking for a bounce. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, is this. Technically speaking, we have here bullish divergence forming here in curve, as you can see here. Of course, it's not ready, remember, because the ADX is very strong. So also we have the volatility contracting. So I don't see volatility expanding here, at least not today. So what I'm trying to say is, well, potentially this is in the short term, this could be a bear trap, right? Where people are shorting right now because, Bitcoin will go to zero, right? No, thank you. So in my case, only if I see the setup and in the confirmation of this bullish divergence, I will open a long position looking for the MA55 around $26,400 and there, and my stop loss should be around the volume profile, below the volume profile, around something like this, 1% risk, maybe 3% up. Okay, it's very good actually. But now, no, of course not. Remember, if you are learning my system of trading, seriously, you have to go to my description, go to my playlist, watch all my videos, get familiar with my all the indicators I'm using, all the stuff I'm using, right? Go to my blog, read about psychology of trading. Remember, you could be very good drawing triangles, trends, trend lines, and you can memorize the RSI, all the rules, but you cannot manage your emotions. Well, the problem is you, not the system. Yeah, actually, most of the time, we are the problem. So, as you can see here, right now Bitcoin is dropping. It's gonna test this area. I am looking for longs, yes, but not today. So what I want to see, I want to see Bitcoin here, experience. We will see something like this, right? Stop hunting, right? Something like this. People went in short. We will see some weeks here. After this week, potentially you're aggressive. Yes, you can maybe think to enter. Yeah, because stop hunting. Remember this is a business. So I want to see, let me clean the chart here. I want to see something like this. Bitcoin dropping here. People will open shorts here. Yeah, you will see some wicks, potentially something like this, right? It's very normal. We saw it many times. And after that, if I see Bitcoin holding here this area, maybe another 1 day or two, I'm gonna start looking for longs, looking for the bullish divergence in 4-hour chart. If this bullish divergence is still present. If you see the slope here doing something like this is not a bullish divergence anymore. Careful, because Bitcoin will keep dropping. Okay, so now the question is, we have something more bullish? No, very bad news. No, Bitcoin is 12-hour chart, sell signal. Remember what I said. If you are in my private Discord, or yeah, I said careful here because 12-hour chart is around here. Shorts, I said in my private Discord, shorts, I am in shorting. I posted a short video saying I am in short, right? And now you can see here there is no bullish setup right now in higher time frame. Actually, all the higher times that they are quite bearish right now. So you can see here, breaking the MI55. This is not good in volume, and also on the chart. Well, the signal just printed yesterday. So remember, time is extremely important. So 10 days. 10 days, Bitcoin must hold. You're bullish. In average, it's around Bitcoin must be sideways here for 10 days, all this week, right? Let me tell you something. Based on my experience, usually the last week of the month, yes, Bitcoin will be sideways. But just sometimes, like the last month, Bitcoin actually moved a few days before and broke some levels, like 24 hours before the month closed. A few times I saw that. Usually, just Bitcoin will be just in sideways before waiting for the close in the monthly. Okay, but the game is very simple. The game is very simple. Any close below 25k, you will see 24, 23, even 20. Okay, so now let's continue. I'm gonna continue with the USDT dominance, because remember, USD dominance is the contrarian indicator of Bitcoin in this case, because well, around 80% of transactions are with USDT. So you don't know what is this. It is dominance of how many people they are cashing out, or they are selling altcoins and Bitcoin. So if you see this pumping, that means people are selling. They are selling Bitcoin and crypto, right? If you see this crashing, technically, they are buying altcoins or they are buying Bitcoin, right? Okay. So right now in 1 day chart, this is bullish. Just we have a buy signal here. So all this week, Bitcoin will be bearish and downside, right? But this is not new, right? We were talking about this bearish variance now already play out, sorry, and the trend to friend is still to the upside. So right now here is to the upside, is still to the upside, looking for a potential test again to 8.45. Any close about this area, any close, because it's the resistance, any close, you will see a parabolic move here to the upside, and Bitcoin just will, you know what, right? So now let's talk about the higher time frames, because actually it's very important. Here, there is something, the only positive thing about Bitcoin right now is this chart. It's not Bitcoin itself, it's this one. As you can see here, from this point, and potentially, if we see a new high, if we see the new high, for example, if we see USD dominance, for example, in November, imagine, right? We have a black swan, we have I don't know, aliens or something, right? I don't know, something happened, right? The recession, whatever. I don't care. You know, I don't watch news. I don't care. So the thing here is that if we see a new high here, if you see a new high around maybe 9, 10%, I strongly suggest you have to see curve, because if we have a better variance here, yes, I mean, this hill is not higher than this one, and will be very bullish. Looking for actually buy Bitcoin, because this is gonna just drop. It's gonna be a bull trap, but in weekly basis, right? I'm talking about buying, holding for maybe 4, 5, 6 months with this technical analysis, but it will take time. So the thing here is, like, as you can see, I'm looking for this move, right? Uh, the question is if this move is gonna be strong enough to invalidate this potential better variance, because if we see the invalidation, Bitcoin will just keep dropping. Okay, so as you can see here, weekly chart is still bullish. Now let me show you the monthly. This chart is very, very, very interesting here, because next year, I'm saying now, this USD dominance is doing very well. It's in consolidation here. This is consolidation, not distribution. It's consolidation to what? To keep pumping. Why? Because the seller line is about to be tested. With the next close, is going to be very close to the seller line. Yes. And what happened last time when we have this signal? Let me show you here. It was around 4%, and it was in 2021, right? Remember November 2021 when I opened my short at 66,600 short position, and I was holding for maybe almost 4 months, I think, as you can see here. So next year, potentially November, December, we will have this potential buy signal. So be careful here, because Bitcoin is, my God, I can smell it. I can smell an extension of bear market. Yeah, I can. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I love bear markets, I told you. Yeah, so okay. So let's continue, and I'm gonna show you the last chart to confirm maybe my expectations about what is gonna happen with not just Bitcoin, all the currencies, and maybe the stock market as well, the Dixie. Let me show you this. What is this? So beautiful. Look at this chart. Wonderful chart. Remember what I said to you. Hey, this is to the upside, right? I didn't say 1 week, 2 weeks. I say it like a couple months before. This is to the upside. So terrible news for all the currencies, for Bitcoin, for the stock market, right? This is bullish. Settle line to be testing here, testing the MI55 here, and what? To the moon, right? So my friends, if you are living in a country like mine, it's gonna be complicated. Very, very complicated. So this is bullish. So is the monthly chart bullish? So I'm talking about at least 1 year. Dixie, the dollar, is gonna be bullish. So 2024 maybe it's not gonna be something you are expecting for Bitcoin. Okay. So what I can tell you, I know you want to tell me, no, Bitcoin will hit 1 million. Well, you can watch another channel. They are using memes and this kind of things, but here we are serious traders, right? So that's why we are talking about reality. We are not talking about what I believe, what I feel. No, this is reality. So as you can see here, the trend is your friend is still to the upside. In the long term, I will start looking for again 110 potential break. Use maybe an extension to 121. Terrible news for all the market. Yes, all the currencies. Yes, it's gonna be complicated. Yes, this is. Yeah, I think this is the range. This is the range in the long term. We'll start looking for Dixie here. Another test, second test. Bad news, because when you see a second test in the same resistance, usually is a break. So there is a very good chance, if we see in some point 2024, if we see this level tested, careful here, because potentially we could see a breakout. And I don't want to say it because I don't want to scare you, but no, you can guess. Okay, so 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so I think this video is very bearish, right? Super bearish, right? Maybe for you. For me, no. I'm totally fine. Yeah. because, well, I one of the good things about trading is you combine your skills about trading with investing, and well, is when you can anticipate these kind of moves, right? So now let's talk about the investing strategy, because someone asked me, hey, okay, yeah, I joined to this your Discord, but I can see you are always trading in 4 hour chart, 1 day chart, but I am new. The question was like this: I am new. I don't know what to do. I don't have time. I'm working. I would like to know a very simple strategy, what I can do. Okay, so my friend, you're watching this. I think you're watching because I said, please watch this. I suggest to you, like, please watch this live stream because I'm gonna explain about this. First of all, is all the videos you watch on YouTube saying like, you save $500 for 1 week, what, for 1 month, for 24 years, something like that, you will be millionaire. And people, oh my God, wow, amazing. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna invest in the stock market, the SP 500, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The thing here is like, they are thinking usually, always, the market is gonna be, we are gonna be in a bull market. Always. Well, there are some periods. I think the first one was in the 20s, 1920, something like that. The second one was in 70s, around there, where the market actually was not bearish, but for 40 years was in sideways. So what I'm trying to say, for example, if you invest $1,000, not $10,000, maybe you will not make money for the next 40 years. It's just gonna be in sideways. Yeah. There are some experts, of course, much better than me. They are actually predicting like maybe a stock market will be in sideways for many months, even years at this level. Honestly, I have to see micro time frames. I didn't see it like yearly or something like that, but I agree with that. I agree with that. Why? Because you cannot think, oh, you know what? I'm gonna buy $500 and I'm gonna just buy. And what will happen if that asset you are buying never recover, right? DCA, yes, it's working when you are in a bull market. But for example, here for Bitcoin, I'm talking about the facts, right? If I know monthly chart, at least 1 year, if we have the confirmation, right? Maybe November, we could have a confirmation here, a sell signal here. We have another sell signal here. At least another year, Bitcoin will be bearish. Okay, so if you buy $500 per week without watching the price, maybe you will buy all your money here, because maybe Bitcoin could be just in sideways all the way, all the time here after 5 6 months, but suddenly just crash 50% and you will be here, right? That's the problem. So you can ask to all the crypto or altcoins holders, right? People, they bought, for example, Cardano $3, Solana at 150, right? They are holding because they have no choice, right? All the people who bought here at 20K, and they had to wait around 4 years to break even, right? But most of them they sold here because media is very 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 powerful, right? Social media. So the first remember, I am not a financial advisor, but the first suggestion is don't follow social media. Okay, don't follow social media. Include myself. Don't listen to me. The thing is like all the YouTubers, all the people they are in YouTube influencers. They are selling courses. They are selling something, right? In this channel, I am not asking you to buy anything. Actually, I'm sharing this because I want it. Of course, I have a Patreon, right? People, they want to learn my system, but it's something different. That is something that if they want to support the channel, that's it. I'm not asking you, hey, buy this course, you will financial freedom, blah, 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 all that shit. No. Why? Because, well, I take losses like you and I make profits like you. And, well, there's the reality of you want to become a trader. You cannot trust people when they are doing this kind of things. Mostly all the YouTubers I see about crypto, actually many things about money, they are just selling something. Yeah, okay. The thing here is don't follow media. The second thing here is like a red flag, right? Right? The red flag. The first red flag is don't follow social media. Second, if you have your Discord, your Telegram with many Discord or Telegram groups, following signals, following news, following, I don't know, whatever. Well, my friend, you are gonna lose again. You are just gambling. You are not. You don't have a plan. Um, the last one is you have to build a system of trading. If you don't have time because you have kids, you have to work, you are busy, you don't have time for this. Okay, there are different ways to do this, and you need to find a system who can adapt to you, right? Well, you're lucky because my system is a swing trading system, so that means it's gonna work. Better results, 1 day chart and above, right? Weekly chart and monthly. So I'm gonna explain a very easy way how to apply DCA, but in a very, I think, better way. Okay, let me show you here for Bitcoin. I'm gonna show you with an example here. For example, in 2017. In 2017, let me show you here. Yeah, here in 2017, here we have this massive parabolic move here, and well, first of all, here if you don't have time because well, oh my god, I'm gonna buy here at 10k because or 20k whatever because Bitcoin will hit whatever, right? I remember in this time the CME will release futures of Bitcoin. Institutional money is coming. That's why we have to buy. We have to buy because we'll be millionaires, right? Something like that. So here, first of all, never buy when the market is like this. I know it's very hard not to do it, right? Because it's green. You want to make money, right? FOMO, right? That's why it's very important. You have to control your emotions. Go right now, go to the description of my video, find the blog, and read the psychology of trading. Yeah. And you will understand what I mean. This, I will never buy here. Never. I don't care if I have to wait 1 year. Yeah. Risk management is the most important thing, right? So I want to protect my capital. So if I'm gonna buy is when this asset, whatever it is, it could be a stock market, it could be Tesla, it could be Bitcoin, after a major retracement, significant retracement. I'm not talking about 5%, I'm not talking about 10%. If we're looking for investing, minimum, at least I am looking for maybe 50, 60, 70% minimum, right? Of course, in the context of Bitcoin, it's 50, more than 50%, no shorts. I will start looking for maybe buying something, okay? So not here, right? So what happened after that, remember? Okay, Bitcoin dropped from 20k to 14k, 15, whatever. And after that, here we have reversals. Bitcoin was just dropping here. In that time, I couldn't short because shorting was not a thing, right? In that time, the only thing we could do is just selling. I was just selling here Bitcoin, and after that, Bitcoin was in sideways, of course, sideways here for many months and dropping here. Oh, of course, if you follow my seasonal trading, the target should be around the MA55 here, around $3,000. That is the level I will start looking for, maybe potential buy. Okay, so as you can see here, Bitcoin is dropping. So the rule is if I want to invest, I'm talking about maybe 1 year, 2 years, even holding because I don't have time, right? I am a busy man, I am married, whatever. I don't have time to see the charts. It's very simple strategy. First of all, in the case of Bitcoin, minimum 50% drop after, not less, okay? I'm talking about monthly. So from the top to the bottom, for example, here, from the top to the bottom, here is around 82%. Very good. Here is 65%. Now, technically speaking, you could say, okay, you know what? I can buy right now. Maybe yes, around here. But also at the same time, you have to see the volume profile, where people are buying. Well, when at this point, Bitcoin is testing the MA55, as you can see here, but we have this tool. You see? So imagine, right? We have here my investment is $10,000, 10k. Okay, so my first buy is gonna be around $6,000 because well, it's more than 50%. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna buy maybe 50%, maybe 25%. I don't know, maybe 2k. No, 2.5k. Yeah, at $6,000. 6K. Okay. Now, the ME55 is testing here is around 85% crash. Of course, no brain, because remember the rules. ME55 to what? To keep bouncing, right? So in the monthly chart is testing this area. So I'm gonna buy here another 2.5K at $3, 3K. Okay. So now I used 50% of all my capital. Okay, 50% of my capital here. Okay, good. So what happened after that? Well, the second thing here is, as you can see here, oh my God, it's dropping short. Bitcoin will hit $500. Of course not. Crash more, I buy more. Why? Because if you see the asset is crashing almost 82%, how is possible thing is seriously, how is possible people are shorting this, an asset who already crashed more than 80%? Tell me, believe me, there are many. There are many people. They are shorting here because, oh, you know what? The next target is 1,000, right? So they do this, right? Let me show you here. Open a short position here. Yes. And the target, oh my God, I will be millionaire, right? It's going to be like this, right? Oof, my God, you see? So Bitcoin will crash 97%. Of course not. So because you have a very simple rule, ME55 as a pivot, right? Dynamic trend. So here we know we have to buy. Okay, it will take months. Now the second hint here is like, okay, from here, if you see Bitcoin crashing more, you will buy more. For example, if Bitcoin crash here to maybe another 10%, 15%, you can buy maybe 1K. And also you see the volume profile here. The next area to buy is around $2,000 and the last one is around 1,000. So you will buy in areas where the volume profile is significant. For example, here, and the second is the last one is here. So if I have to buy here because Bitcoin is crashing more, well, the second level will be $2,000 and the last level, all my money, it will be around $600. Well, so I invested right now 50% of my capital. So what happened after that? So let me show you here. Bitcoin was just in sideways here for maybe 2-3 months. As you can see here, Bitcoin is defending the ME55. Yeah, it's defending the ME55 very well. After 3, 4, 5 months, as you can see here, now we can start thinking, you know what? This is looking more like a consolidation. Consolidation, very basic stuff. Consolidation is like accumulation. Okay, so after that, because I know we are in a major area of volume profile, I can risk a little bit more if I want, maybe another 2.5K, same level at $3,000, 400, 500 around there. And if Bitcoin crash more, I'm gonna buy more here. But I know based on probabilities, because this asset already crashed more than 80%, I have more probability to see Bitcoin, in this case, Bitcoin keep pumping more. I mean, pump right now instead of keep crashing, right? Of course, this applies just for Bitcoin and the stock market, not for altcoins. Remember, altcoins, most of them are garbage. So as you can see here, imagine we can buy here and we bought another 2.5K, maybe 2.5K at maybe, I don't know, maybe $4,000. Yeah, I don't want to be like very strict. So we have already 75% of capital here. Now, that's it. It's the only thing I have to do. Now, if for some reason this area is tested again, well, I will buy more. It crash more, I will buy more here, but only following the volume profile. So the first area to buy is this one, as you can see here. The first one is this one, right? Because the volume profile here is $6,000. The second one is around 4,000, 3,000, and the last one, it could be here around maybe $2,000, and the last one is this one. You see, but not like I'm gonna buy $500 every week because, you know, I watch a YouTuber and he said I will be a millionaire if I do it. No, because I'm gonna show you another example, and this example is not gonna be funny. So the thing here is, like, as you can see here now, well, in this case, my 75%, I didn't go all in, but well, now I'm making money, right? I am making money. Now, very simple way to exit by selling the resistance. Where is the resistance in monthly? Here, around this area, right? Between 11 and 14K, around 17K. That's it, here. So very simple. Yeah, very simple. Yeah, not too technical, but sell the resistance and that's it. So from here to here, you see. And how many months you have to wait? Around maybe 6 months, 7 months. It's very simple to do that. Yeah, very simple, very, very simple. Of course, even with this simple strategy, you have to, at least, I will suggest you have to check your chart at least one time per week, and just tracking this. Yeah, just tracking this, or maybe you can follow my Discord. And usually when I see opportunities like this one, for example, this year I just posted two signals, no, not signals, like technical analysis with potential bounce. This year, the first one was in January 2023 for Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was at 17K. I was looking for 27K. And the second one was all season, very short term, maybe a couple months in March, and that's it. After that, I didn't post anything there because there is no long-term buy signal. That's why. So as you can see here, this simple strategy is very, very useful. MA55 as a pivot, and volume profile to buy a small chunks or your capital. Okay, small chunks or capital. So now let's talk about the present right now, nowadays. Okay, technically speaking, right now, Bitcoin is, well, you are an investor, right? For example, you are an investor. What I will do, right? Okay, I want to invest on Bitcoin. Yes, okay, I want to invest. Okay, first of all, here the rule is okay. You can buy here, MA55 here. The second one is here. You see, is around 17K again. You see, so if you see Bitcoin again testing this area, this is gonna be the second buy. If you see again, the next buy is not here, is not here, is gonna be around here. Okay, so if I have to, for example, if I have 10K right now, I will buy, for example, 2.5 here, here. Sorry, let me do this properly. I will buy here right now. I mean, at this price right now, at this price, because it's the MI55, right? And the second buy should be around here, around 20K, 17K. And the last buy is gonna be around $11,000 and a $9,000 range. Yes, that is only 3 buys I can see here for Bitcoin in the long term. Only 3. Yeah, only 3, following volume profile, of course. Volume profile. That is the thing. I am. I will say like this is the only way. Now, how to sell? Well, imagine like Bitcoin now is pumping. For example, in this case, I'm gonna show you here the last chart of this example. Here in 2019, yes, when Bitcoin, oh my God, the corona crash, right? Whatever. And from here to the moon, right? Well, many people were thinking, 20K is the resistance, short. No, if Bitcoin breaks 20K, there is nothing. The space, the sky is the limit because there is no resistance. That's it. That's it. There is no resistance. How you want to sell Bitcoin at 25, 26K based on what? There is no resistance. There is no volume. There is nothing. So people short here, and I said no. The short was here around maybe 14K. It become didn't. When Bitcoin broke this area, I was super bullish, looking for actually something like this. But the thing here is like how to sell, how to know when you can sell here. If you are not a technical trader, one of the best ways to do that is you have to test the sentiment of the market. For example, what I did here is like I joined to many Discord groups and I said Bitcoin is gonna crash, and people, they will start insulting me, saying very bad things to me. So I realized people were extremely, extremely bullish, right? And that is a very good way to start looking, okay, maybe this is time to sell. When your taxi driver is talking about Bitcoin, or your mother is talking about Bitcoin, or someone who doesn't know anything about technology is asking you, hey, should I buy Bitcoin? That is a very good signal. Maybe you have to do something. You understand? So that's the problem. So as you can see here, in the bull market, it's very easy. You buy, hold. There is no actual technical, like, believe me, yeah, I know people, they don't know anything about technical analysis, and they were making a lot of profits. The problem with them is they are in FOMO and they don't know when to sell, and eventually most of them, they lost everything. Yeah, in my case, I bought here, I closed here, and I bought here and I closed here and I was shorting here. Is it not perfect? No. I took losses, yes, but overall was amazing. Why? Because in my case, of course, I have a system of trading and I was doing this, right? Okay, so I think that's it. This is the last part, the educational part, like how to apply DCA. I think I talked about this 6 months ago. Yeah. If you have more questions, you can just send me a message. Please, I strongly suggest I have a channel in my Discord. You can join there, and there are questions for you too. You can post your question there, and I can talk about it. Okay. I think that's it for today, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. And let me recap for Bitcoin in short term, 4 hour chart. Let me show you here Bitcoin in 4 hour chart. Let me see here. Okay, yes, okay, good. So Bitcoin is here, right? Now, because now we know when you're new here and you know the volume profile is very, very important, no shorts here. We are not shorting here, at least not me. Maybe you have another system, maybe your system is telling you to short here, but no, thank you. As I said before, we have a bullish divergence forming here. So if everything is fine, in the next 24 hours, you will see me opening here a long position here around this area, maybe a little bit lower. Maybe I will feel more comfortable if I open a short position maybe around here, around 25,000 or 700, 800 and there. And only if I see the confirmation of the bullish variance. When I say confirmation is when you see the slope, yeah, turning positive and the darker purple. Sometimes it's a little bit late. You have to take a little bit of risk management, right? Because sometimes the signals are a little bit late, but well, it's part of the game. You have to learn eventually how to anticipate a little bit the signals. And why I'm saying this is gonna be just a sell opportunity. Why? Because we have 1-day chart with sell confirmation, as you can see here, right? So if you see a bounce here, well, it's gonna be another short opportunity. Okay, now let's continue with the stock market. I'm gonna show you the stock market. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, because I remember someone asked me for the stock market and I didn't check. I was just talking about Bitcoin and risk management, all the stuff. So let's talk about this thing. Okay, we have a, okay, this 500 broke the MI55 here, broke the previous low here. Technically speaking, it's not good. No. Let me see the weekly chart. Yeah, the target is the same. It's around 4,200. Remember what I said like 2 months ago? We have a sell signal here, right? So the target should be around this box, around this green box, around here. So I'm looking for 4,200, 4,000 actually, yes. And from there, potentially you will see a bounce here. But the rest of the year, I am looking for just a sideways. No new high, no bull market, no nothing. At least in the stock market. SP500, sorry. So then the second one was Amazon. The second one was Amazon. Yes, let me see. Where's Amazon? I cannot. Oh, yeah, Amazon. Amazon sell signal here. The thing here is with this chart, I will start looking for maybe 121 and maybe consolidation around there. Yeah, consolidation here. This is the confluence, so something like this, and potentially continuation. There is no better divergence here, so potentially it could be like that. Let me see here one monthly. Well, monthly is a little bit different. Monthly is doing exactly the same as Bitcoin. You see, there is no volume here. So it's about to be tested here. Any close below 120 in the monthly for Amazon, you will see again the previous low here in 2022 tested. $91 in the long term. So let me show you here I want to show you this garbage, the currency. This is garbage. This one is seriously is garbage. Is the Japanese, the yen with the dollar is really garbage. Let me show you here. What is this? You see, this is something I was expecting long time ago. Of course, I managed my risk and everything here. You will see the same thing happening to many currencies. I think just maybe two currencies in the world they are very strong right now. The Mexican peso is the one of the strongest. They have this chart is amazing, actually very strong. I don't know what happened there, but It's amazing what's happening. I mean, in the chart, right? And this one, you look at this. This is just pure garbage. Breaking this high, yes, you will see next year. Next year, you will see the Japanese yen around 160, and people, I think, will start freaking out around here. And I am pretty sure maybe the euro and other coins, other currencies, they will have the same problem. Now, let me show you here the Japanese, the Mexican peso here. What happened with this? Because someone asked me, and you know what? Actually, not someone. Many people from I didn't know in Latin America they are watching this my live streams. But look at this. Officially, for first time in the history, at least in this chart, right? The Mexican peso is, I mean, the trend is broken right now, as you can see here. Since 2000, every time 55 bouncing, M55 bouncing, bouncing, and finally is broken. So of course I'm expecting a bounce here. Yes, a bounce. Where in the long term I'm looking for maybe $18, but here is gonna be a huge resistance, and potentially there is gonna be more continuation. I wouldn't be surprised if this currency in the long term will reach around $14. $14 is gonna be the target, maybe in the next 5 years. I'm crazy, who knows, maybe. My technicals for this was correct because I said, you know what, I'm looking for $16, $17. I said it 2 years ago, and long term, of course. If I show you the 6-month chart, let me show you here. 6-month chart is very interesting here. Just price action here. We have the close here breaking 18.72, and the next one, as you can see here, the next one is this one. You see, there is no volume here, so just we have we need a bounce, and one reaction is gonna be enough to see this. I don't know what is happening here, but it's very good. But if we compare with the yen, look at this. This is terrible, right? Terrible. Seriously, terrible. I don't know, terrible. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. That's it for today. Be careful with your altcoins. Bitcoin is not bullish. If you are trading altcoins, manage your risk because altcoins very bad news, but I think they will crash, especially with BNB. BNB, if you see BNB closing below 200, you will see BNB. If you see BNB breaking the M55 here, 100, I mean $200, you will see a major crash for BNB. Something is gonna happen. The SEC or I don't know. I don't care the news. People would say something as usual. New virus, whatever. But careful here because if you see BNB breaking 200, there is nothing to stop BNB to go again to $35. And you call me crazy. Well, I want to remind you what happened with Cardano. You see, so BNB is not as special. Okay, it's not as special as you're thinking. Okay, careful, guys. Thank you for watching.